Welcome back. We're at part 2 of our random ass podcast. Can't believe this damn computer won't let us record and bounce between kind of deal. We left off at the 2007 Aquaman, made for CW. Was trying to develop it.
It was a spin-off.
Okay.
Smallville.
That explains it.
A 1974 Wonder Woman.
Starring Kathy Lee Crosby instead of Linda Carter. I was about to say Linda Hamilton, and that is the chick from Terminator 2.
1967 Wonder Woman. The 74 looked horrible. This one looks...
This was just a screen test. This one's like a 5-minute screen test to see how it would work. Generation X.
I loved it.
That was a great pilot / made-for-TV movie.
Right. It was a made-for-TV movie.
So good.
That was actually the pilot for a series that never...
Took off.
It didn't do good enough. X-Men Pride of the X-Men. 1989 animated series.
I think the title alone is what helped kill that. X-Men, Pride of the X-Men. It's like, we'll just call it Pride of the X-Men. Cut off that first X-Men.
Well, I actually pretty much did, but I basically it's what got the 90s.
X-Men started. They just didn't like Kitty Pryde as the main character, more or less.
They replaced Kitty Pryde. They replaced a few people, but like Colossus, Dazzler, Nightcrawler, and Kitty Pryde. With Beast, Jubilee was Kitty Pryde.
Yeah.
Was replaced by replacement. It basically, like I said, they're like, okay, because even if you look at a lot of the animation work is the same.
Similar, yeah. It's actually the catalyst for the infamous, because not many people have ever played it, X-Men, the arcade game.
Right.
And I will give their advice that they give on this here site from, looper.com. Just skip watching this crappy-ass pilot and go download the game for Xbox Live Arcade, and you'll have way more fun with the exact same characters.
Right. Like I said, it's basically they just relaunched it, tweaked a couple of things, and released it a few years later as just X-Men.
Right.
Alright, Kitty Pryde, the young one, is not going to be the star of this.
Right. Holy crap, dude. Okay, I'm jumping back a little bit to the Justice League of America.
Yeah.
They had Guy Gardner as Green Lantern.
Okay.
Ice, the Atom, Fire, Barry Allen, Flash. Martian Manhunter was played by David Ogden Stiers. Do you know who that is?
No.
Did you ever watch MASH?
Yeah, I would never think I didn't watch
it. Was like cartoons are done, fuck MASH is on, click, that kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I hate MASH.
I think you might recognize him from other stuff because
my dad's side of the family loves MASH.
I'll watch.
Everybody loves MASH.
That was Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
Actually, most of the family, both sides of the family, love MASH. Me and Ariel.
Don't get it.
Hate it.
I like it for certain episodes. I like certain seasons and certain episodes of the show.
I never watched
it. And I never really watched it for the funniness of it. I watched it to... there are funny bits, but I like the reality sections more. I really wish they showed more gore in that show.
So, we're running by a total of 25 minutes.
Yeah, right about now, yeah.
So, let's do those other ones at a later date.
Right on.
What do you want to do this week?
Favorite underrated superheroes?
Huh?
Favorite underrated superheroes?
The Max.
That's a good one. The Crow. Not really considered a superhero in most.
Right, but neither is Max.
Right, and both of them very much are.
Can I do a whole team?
Yeah.
Wildcats.
Nice. That is a very underrated hero team. I'll go with Psylocke. I'm surprised she even ended up in a movie.
Right. Let's see. You got.
I got my last one. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Blue Beetle. After Injustice, I started doing a little bit of research into Blue Beetle. Very good comic book character, well developed, completely underrated. Deserves his own show or movie or something.
Actually, I'll take from the same page. I will go with Firestorm.
Yep. Yeah. Again, the fact that he's on Flash. Or no, that'd be the She.
Well, he started on Flash.
And now is a part of Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Now, is there a female version of Firestorm?
No.
Okay. That would be a good, do a Killer Frost version.
Right. Yeah. The fact that Flash is starting to use them, give him
a little more credence.
Or DC Legends of Tomorrow is actually doing something with him. It's surprising because he's very underrated.
Very, very.
Actually, at one point in the storyline of the game, the two people that are guarding Superman happen to be Blue Beetle and Firestorm. And I think Batman said that they're actually two of the strongest people in the whole...
With lesser weaknesses that keep themselves in check, much like Batman. That's why they're such a danger to Batman, because they're in that same vein of, we're here to do a job and do it seriously. We're not going to let our guard down just because you are our friend.
Yeah, they're highly underrated.
Extremely.
Characters.
If I was a writer of DC, you know how they have the whole Batman Incorporated thing? I would have Bruce Wayne get Blue Beetle to be a Batman of his area.
Right. Blue Beetle was the second season of
Arrow?
No. The animated.
Oh.
That Young Justice.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the third season, which will be probably another year. Maybe they're talking maybe the end of this year.
I was thinking they were talking like Christmas time.
But most likely it won't be until next year.
Now here's a fun fact about Blue Beetle. He didn't start off as a DC comic.
Neither did Shazam.
They were picked up later. They bought the rights to the character in 1983, using the name for 3 distinct characters over the years.
Now,
the first publisher was Fox, dude. Fox Comics.
Now, are we talking which Blue Beetle? Because there's been multiple Blue Beetles.
There's Dan Garrett, there's Ted Kord, there's Jamie Reyes. Those are the 3.
Now, the most underrated is Reyes.
Yes, he's the most recent, though, too.
Right.
He's the cool... Well, the reason he's the most underrated is because he's a teenager just trying to find his... they're just trying to find their footing with this new character.
But he's so powerful because his is different than the original.
Right.
He's actually an alien's symbiote.
Yeah, it's more Venom. It's very Venom-like. Where these guys were... The other two were just...
a guy in a suit.
Yeah, the first one was a Captain America ripoff. He gained superpowers from a special vitamin that later changed to gaining powers from a sacred scarab. Blue Beetle not only featured in his own comic book, but also had a radio serial way back. His first appearance is in 1939? His first appearance was in Mystery Men Comics, 1939.
He was a mystery man?
Yeah. But by the time that movie came out, they couldn't use him.
Right, because he was
owned by DC.
DC by that time.
Which actually, Fox owned initially, and then Charlton Comics bought him, and then in the 80s when Charlton went under, DC picked him up. It's actually kind of cool that they've kept him alive.
What about the rest of the Mystery Men?
There's no... Like, you click Mystery Men Comics and there's a page has not been created yet. I'm like, what?
All right, so we got our list this week. We've done. It's 2 parts. It's 30 minutes, so.
Yeah, still roughly.
Actually, a little bit over, but
it happens.
No matter. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your
friends. Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Tell your dog. Tell your neighbor's dog.
Tell the random asshole walking down the street.
Just look at a person and go, hey, have you heard the Random Ass Podcast? Look it up on YouTube.
Right. Other than that, until next time, forever and always,
keep it random. Peace.